Well, good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The high-level government officials here present today, I'm aware the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly is here in our midst already. We would like to welcome you here today. Thank you so much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me first start by thanking you for honoring our invitation. Thanks for coming to Uyo to be present at this event, and welcome to the 6th edition of the Niger Delta Development Forum. This, as you know, is an annual forum for multi-stakeholder conversations on economic development and policy in the Niger Delta region. The forum envisions a Niger Delta that generates income and employment and creates economic opportunities unhindered by market and policy-related constraints. This, as I said before, is the 6th edition, and it is unlike any other that we have held in the past. I want to start by recognizing the presence of representatives of each of the 9 state governments that are present from the Niger Delta region. With your presence, you demonstrate the sense of urgency to provide answers to the serious questions our development challenges pose. We're excited to partner with you in the development of your state, specifically, as well as the region in general. I especially want to recognize the presence and partnership of the Akwa Ibom State government for their work with us to make this event happen in Uyo, and for their warm welcome and their cooperation with us. I must also recognize our various development partners, as have been listed and recognized earlier on. We have various partners working with us in putting this forum together. We have the Department for International Development, with DFID, we have the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, whose delegates are still on the way. And then we have several projects funded by these two agencies. We have made market development in the Niger Delta. We have strengthened advocacy and civic engagement in the Delta. We have Foster, who are partners with us in the process of implementing the Niger Delta Forum. And then we've got CODID also as another important partner. Thanks so much for your cooperation. Some of these partners have joined us in establishing what we call Demand Alliance. Demand Alliance stands for Developing Market Alliances in the Niger Delta region. Even though we have our various projects and programs, we share a similarity in our approaches and objectives in the development of our region. We came together as a collective to lay a framework for collaboration with like-minded donor agencies that are funding overlapping programs on economic development in the Niger Delta. With greater coordination in project implementation, we hope to maximize our development impact and enhance development of implementation capacity among local organizations in the region. This forum would not have been possible without the cooperation and support of the Development Alliance members. Now, reflecting a little bit on the past Niger Delta Development Forums, we said this is the 6th edition. And what we try to do is that we moved a long time ago to shift the forum from being a talk, it's not a talk shop. We follow it up by action. And so each year we have seen partner organizations take ownership of and adopt policy recommendations and injecting this into their work plans. For example, Brace Commission moved forward on some of the recommendations on agriculture and investment policy in one previous NDDF to work directly with commissioners from 6 states, the 6 Brace states in the past. Then we've got USAID Markets 2, which recently closed as a result of the constraint of access to finance, access to technology. They provided some support to groups in Cross River State as a way of unblocking some of the development challenges on the path of these market actors. It was also an NDDF session that spurred the SACE project, that's Strengthening Advocacy and Civic Engagement, to commence the chat on Twitter. That's hashtag Talk NDIs initiative, which is tracking Niger Delta institutions that are responsible for delivering services in the region. They also produced a citizens report card on Niger Delta institutions, which covered 8 local government areas in Cross River State, Delta, Edo, and Ondo states. Also taking a cue from the 2015 NDDF, the Abia State government organized the Aba Urban Development Forum in January 2016 with a focus on developing and rebranding the Aba city. These are besides what we at PIN are doing to take some of the key consensus points and recommendations forward in our work. Therefore, I cannot wait to see the impact that this session of this edition of NDDF will bring to development in the Niger Delta region. As we all know, the theme of this year's forum is on development planning. If you saw the theme and you were a bit skeptical, I completely understand that, because we have had a lot of plans in the past, right from the federal level through to the regional level, but the key thing is, how is the implementation of these plans? To what extent are we implementing all these plans? From the 7-point agenda to Vision 2020 that we've had at the national level, I don't think we have done very well in that regards. And of course, in the region as well, we have not fared much better with regards to development planning and development plans implementation. I'm sure that it will not be contentious to say that the regional master plan adopted in 2006 has suffered from a lack of ownership by key stakeholders at the state level. Therefore, the time can never be more appropriate than now to begin to look at the issues of development planning in our region and development plan implementation for a better future. I think the recession, for good or for ill, had given us an opportunity to critically assess the sectors that can drive growth, increase our domestic resource mobilization, and contribute to a truly diversified and robust economy in our region. These past 2 years, PIN has worked assiduously with state governments throughout the region. We have partnered with this Ondo State Wealth Creation Agency on a program to train some graduates on farming practices so that they can begin to invest in agriculture. We have also worked with the Delta State government on agricultural development and jobs creation, and with the Cross River State government on the growth and development strategy, which targets economic diversification and peace building in their state. What we have seen strengthens our belief that Niger Delta states can learn from each other's experiences to improve their processes and economic performance. Strengthening regional partnerships can help each state better identify ideal partners, reduce duplication, learn from each other's mistakes, and identify and interrogate examples that have worked. That is why we have all come together. With development planning, each state present here today can better prepare for a prosperous future by helping to improve policy coordination that will drive socioeconomic outcomes. Over the next 2 days, therefore, I look forward to very vibrant discussions among and across each group of state representatives that leave us all more knowledgeable than we came. While you may not live here with fully fleshed out development plans, we hope that you will live with a bare bones of a framework that speaks to yours and regional initiatives that can be further developed to a final form in the months to come. And I'm also aware that some states also are in the process of producing their development plans. Some have some drafts in place. I hope as a result of our discourse over the next 2 days, you will gain some new insights, fresh insights that you will take back home to refine some of the things that you are doing, both in terms of the processes and the product that you hope to deliver. Paint and our partners will be very happy to work with you to finalize these plans, in the coming months. I thank you all again for coming. I wish us all very fruitful deliberations, and God bless our region. Thank you so much.